Hello everyone, this is Alejandro Cremades, and today we're going to be talking about what is a business model. So essentially a business model is the way in which your business is generating income. So you are essentially realizing or creating value, and you're extracting or taking away with you the compensation that you're receiving from your customers in exchange for whatever you're putting out in market. Now, it is very important to separate the business model from the business strategy. The business model is all about how you are creating value and getting compensated for it. And the business strategy is all about how you're planning on bringing your business to the market and how you're executing on it. So with that being said, let's get into it. So the first part of the business model is the product. So essentially, you've seen a problem in the market, you've been able to come up with a solution, and essentially that solution that you're bringing to market, whether it's in the form of a service or if it's in the form of a product, that's essentially what the product is all about. And obviously that product is going to have a price. You need to price it right. You're going to have to do some price testing, some elasticity on the pricing, whatever it needs, so that you're getting the amount of money that people are going to be paying for it right. So the next part of the business model is really the market. You need to understand who you're targeting this. I mean, what's the geographic location? Who is the people that you're going to be going after? And essentially, this is a critical component of the business model, because ultimately, your market and understanding who you're going after is going to help you in really extracting that value as soon as possible and really having a business model that is repeatable and scalable, which is at the end of the day what investors, especially if you want investors for your business, are really want to go and look after. No? If they're able to put, let's say, $1 in, how many dollars can they take out? And you are only able to do that if you really understand very well the product that you're bringing to market, who you're servicing it to, and then how you're really, getting out there and how you're getting in front of your right customers. No? Now, the next part of the business model is the delivery. And essentially the delivery is, how are you planning on bringing that product to market? How are you going to do that? Is it going to be like via organic distribution channels, via partnerships that you're creating? Is it going to be via Facebook ads, Google ads, LinkedIn ads? You really need to understand how you're going to be delivering your business and put it in front of the right people. And for this, first you need to understand, as we were saying before, who is your market, and then really understand where the market is so that you can get the right people in front of whatever you're trying to bring to market. The next part of the business model is the expense, is what is the cost of this business model? I mean, what is the cost of that product or of that service? The cost that it's really taking in order to really put it in front of the right people. Because at the end of the day, what you don't want happening is that it's costing you more than essentially what people are willing to pay for it. And you really need to make sure that you get your costs very tightened up so that you really understand, how much money at the end of the day is going to be your take home. So a few examples in terms of business models. So you have, for example, the membership model. A membership model is essentially where you're putting out, let's say, some knowledge that you may have, and you are making people pay for that coaching or for that service on a monthly basis, a certain fee, and that could be on a recurring basis. Another example could be, let's say, a freemium to premium. I mean, you've seen this on platforms like LinkedIn or platforms like that, where you really get the idea of what the service is. You get to play with it for free, and then essentially if you want to do additional stuff with it, you need to pay a fee. That's another way of, in terms of business model. Now, another way could be the franchise. I mean, you develop, let's say, like a restaurant, you maybe develop the food, and then essentially you are giving that structure, those logistics, to someone else that wants to kind of like replicate it, but not run with the burden of perhaps the logistics and coordinating everything. A good example of this could be McDonald's, Burger King, you name it. And then lastly, you have the typical examples like retail, you have like e-commerce platforms where you just go in and these people are buying certain amount, at a large scale, and then they sell it individually and they make, from the margins from those sales that they're actually making. So essentially, that's what a business model is all about. So if you like this video, make sure that you hit the like button, that you leave a comment below, and then also make sure as well that you subscribe and that you check out the fundraising training, which is the training program where we help founders every step of the way from A to C with everything related to fundraising. There you're gonna find live Q&A sessions, you're gonna find every single template that you can think of, agreements, a community of other founders, and I think that you very much will like that. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching.